Yeah.
चलो कोई
Okay, let's first cover this ABAP runtime environment. Now, what is the runtime? It represents highest controlling instance in ABAP program, and ABAP program cannot run without it. Uh, if we actually look at the structure of ABAP, pretty much straightforward. It has first part, which is declaration, then processing, then call of events, then sequence of that call. Okay, and then we end that call, and then we have statements to print our program. The declaration consists of a global declaration part and a number of processing blocks. The global objects are mainly data declarations that are visible. And in some processing blocks, local data can be declared that can be viewed locally. So in some cases, your data can be stored elsewhere. Like, for example, you can write your own set of logic called functions, and that can be pulled into a program. Okay, processing blocks are indivisible syntax units. Processing is, of course, processing the logic. Cannot include another processing block. So a processing block is independent and cannot be infiltrated. They are called by either the runtime environment or by specific statements. So whenever you're running include programs or subroutines or functions, then of course you actually pull in this data. When the first processing block is called, the entire program is loaded into the memory. The first processing is the first part of your program call. So this means how processing blocks called. If processing blocks are not used in the program, the whole program is considered to be under one processing block, that is start of selection. So start of selection is the event that will be triggered. Okay. The order of processing blocks in the program is totally irrelevant. Only the code in a processing block is executed sequentially. So processing blocks, whatever their order may be, it stays irrelevant and it carries no weightage. But of course, the program written within the coding block or the processing block is executed sequentially. When the execution of processing block is finished, control is returned to the caller, okay, to the first part of that processing block. The execution processing block can be ended in one or two ways. It can either end with the last statement is executed or by using check or exit statement. So you can deliberately and explicitly end a processing block by introducing check or exit whenever there is an error. ABAP programmers actually slide in these commands just to check and troubleshoot the issue at hand. Once on each termination, control is returned to the caller of the processing block. However, it could be known that within loops, check and exit affect only the current loop that is processing. In latest versions, there is a statement return which always quit the processing block independent of the context. So return will actually exit the processing. All valid statements of ABAP program that are not part of global data declarations will belong definitely to processing blocks. Anything in definition is not, it cannot be a part of processing block. To understand ABAP program, it is important to define the various processing blocks and know what at what point these will get executed. Okay, so let's now write this program. Instead of writing, I'll just copy this. Okay, SC38. Oh, I guess we'll have to reload in this. Okay, now we've got server back. I will have to copy. Not copying from there. Okay. Okay. Types. Now this is structure. We are copying this structure from VBRK and we are copying these fields of VBRK. Okay. Types, begin of, end of, begin and end of. Then we have begin of VBRP. Then we have begin of T06A, KNA1. Then we have data declaration over here. Okay. Object for header, name and this. Okay. And we include the internal tables of VBRP, VBRK, and T06A. Select options as VBLN for VBRK VBLN. VBLN is sales document. Parameters VBLN, type VBLN VF. And let's have these parameters. Okay. Add selection history. Now, this is the event. If PPC is initial and PBox is initial message Z carry. Now, what is Z carry? Double click Z carry. Select one option, either pieces or boxes. This is the message. So how do we maintain this? This is very easy. You just write E000 or E001 and write the keyword message and write your own name of that custom message and then double click it. And if this was a condition. This was the screen processing block. Now we are at the start of selection. Now, of course, it will start to process. So this is another event. Select fields from VBRK into internal table. Okay. Where VBLN in SVBLN. Okay. Select VBLN again from VBRP into VBRP. First it was VBRK, now it is VBRK. Based on VBLN, select KUNR, name one from KNA1 into KNA1 for all entries. In VBRK, where Kunar is equal to VBRK Kunrich. Okay. So based on VBRK RK and VBRP, we are pulling data from various tables like KNA1, VBRK, and for all entries in VBRK, where Kunar equals IT VBRK Kunrich. Kunrich will pull Kunar, pull all entries in internal table. When it is pulled, then we run a loop, internal table for work area. Okay, billing document 25 to 10. Okay, why is this pair VBLN? Okay, okay. Skip underline loop at ITVBN2 VBRP temp VBRP at new VBLN. Okay, we'll discuss this later, but let's write it and at end loop. Okay. And read table, format color, column heading, right at. Okay. Check VBLN. F, check. Such L, check. Okay. Activate. Direct processing. VBLN 905. Please, let's select both. Execute. 001. Okay. Check this. Execute. And it is basically producing your sales document data from VBRK, VBRP, KNA1, and E06A. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Now we have this loop and at, and we have loop, and we end this loop. Okay. At new VBLN. Okay. Check. Activate. Direct processing 905. Okay. No language specific unit defined language again for internal unit. This is billing document, BB, AU. It's not actually bringing that. Bring date, sales customer, and it's bringing the details. So basically, it's pretty easy. There are some declaration parts in the program, and then we have the data types, okay, for internal table, work area, then we have quantity, okay, and we have 3, 4 tables over here. Select options, SV billing for VBRK, VBLN. Then we have parameters, okay, PPs, then we have messaging. E01 Z carry was not, I guess, populated. Yeah, select either save, end of selection, select VBLN from VBRK, from VBRP, select fields from KNA1. For all entries in VBRK, where customer number equals customer number in VBRK. So you are actually matching KNA1 with VBRK. Okay, VBRK and KNA1 are being matched because internal table, KNA1 is being matched over here. Okay, I hope you get the logic. We are comparing two tables and pulling the data. Okay, so far so good. What I'll do, I'll copy all of this code and we'll put it in our Git for sales document printing. Okay. Let's stop over here for today.